Hi, Scott the Astro Manager here, and today we're going to continue on our Better Email Management course. This is continuation of Fix This Email. First batch were pretty easy. We're going a little bit harder this time. Okay, so let's start with this first email. This is from Scott to Sam Cook. Subject: Thanks for the report. Sam: I'm glad you were able to use the section I wrote for your report, but please, in the future, do not change my words without asking me first. Go on. Please just write things yourself next time. Scott. Okay, what's wrong with this email? I'll pause here so you can think about it. So the subject, not the best subject, but it is a response. And if you change the subject now, you're at your risk things not being threaded properly. If people sort their emails by subject and by thread, you can change it, but you really want to think about it if you want to change the subject. So maybe you do in some circumstances. Maybe I could have sent this as a separate email with a new subject line if I wanted to really make your break and start a conversation about a new thing. So, you can think about that. What else about this email? Obviously, I was mad when I wrote this, and these are probably not the words I really want to use, no matter who I'm sending this to. Is this how I really want to convey my messages? These words are probably not going to get across, meaning I want to in a way that will be heard. So I probably wrote this when I was angry, and I should just wait, not send this, and send something else later, right? If you're angry, don't send the email. All right, what's next? This is also from me to Sam. RE, thanks for the report. Sam, great. I'm glad you liked the report. I think your edits really improved the clarity. Thanks. I would like to discuss a few items that you modified to make sure we're on the same page, including the project timeline and whether or not we're going to the Detroit or Nashville office for this work. There's more. Also, I ran into Doris in the hallway. Also is misspelled. I didn't do my spell checking. And she mentioned she was going to the trade conference next month in Barcelona, blah, blah, blah. I'd like to go. Is that possible? Yada, yada, yada. There's more. I'm working my time card next week, but I'm wondering how I should record my time. Can you advise? Okay, there's more there. Do you think there'll be more work like this? Okay, next paragraph. I'm taking next week off, and I just put in a purchase request for the bearings that the engineering needs next month. Another misspelling. Do you think you can follow through, and if they arrive, make sure they get to the right place? Yada, 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 and some more. Thank. Okay, another misspelling. Scott. All right, what's wrong with this? Okay, subject line, same comment as before. Obviously, I pointed out a number of typos. So I didn't proofread this. That shows that I wasn't quite paying attention, so it's really worth proofreading your emails. What else? How many requests do I have in this email? Each paragraph has 1, 2, 3 different requests. They're just scattered in, sometimes at the end of the paragraph, sometimes in the middle. If I really expect a response to each one of these, I am probably not going to get it. So I need to have maybe separated these into different emails with different topics, right? The report, let's discuss the report. Next one might be, hey, can I go to the conference next month? Timesheets, right? Where do I record this in my timesheet, right? So a number of different emails would be one approach. Alternatively, I could have listed these each one right with a number. Here are the 5 things I'm asking, but there are different topics here, and so that really is kind of confusing. So I would advise this case to really have broken this up into multiple emails on a per subject basis, and then numbered if there's more than one question per topic. If you really wanted to, you could number all the different things here. But it's unlikely that somebody is going to read this email and actually respond to every point, which is going to cause you to have more emails and more discussion about the things you needed to know. All right, the next one. This one is going out from me to Sam, Doris, Smokey, Diana, Jerry, Otis, Tammy, Fred, and Wilma. Subject: what to do about the project overrun. All right, and Scott wrote something, and then Sam wrote something, and Doris wrote something, and Scott wrote something, and Doris wrote something. So I've got a lot of quoted messages here. Finally, I've got something. There's a bunch of other stuff, and then I get to finally my little bit, and it says, I don't think that's going to work. It's too expensive. We tried that before, and it failed. What if we rescope the project and eliminate the multi-user access requirement and blah, blah, blah. All right, what is wrong with this email? Pausing so you can think about it. Okay, first let's look at the to list. Do all these people really need to get this email? And if you look at who's commented on it so far, it's me, Sam, Doris, one from Smokey. Diana, Jerry, Otis, Tammy, Fred, and Wilma have not responded at all. Do they really need to be on this email? Maybe, maybe not. It was looking like maybe not. Now, look at this long trail. This has gone on, there's, 7 or 8 different lines here of responses. It's gone back and forth already for quite a while. And here I'm proposing something fairly complicated. I want to change this project requirements. I think we should do something different. How long is that? How many more emails is that going to take before we resolve that? So I think this email is a sign that I've chosen the wrong medium here. Email is not the good mechanism to discuss this. At this point, and probably several versions of this email ago, right, after 2 or 3 responses, someone should have said, I should have said, this looks complicated, let's have a meeting to discuss. And then pick the right people to join that meeting, right? And I've got an effective meetings class. We'll discuss how to do that. But this is the point where this email has gone on too long. It's not efficient. You need a different mechanism of communication. Next, Sam Cook, change in plans is the subject. Hi Sam, on second thought, I don't think Doris really is good enough to take the lead on this project. So can you check in with Diana to see if she can find someone more capable to the task? Please don't let Doris know what we're doing. Thanks, Scott. Alright, subject, first thing, change in plans. We could do better. We need something new to take over the project. Might be a better subject. Okay, here I am. I'm not being very kind to Doris in this email, and I probably would be bothered if Doris ever saw this and actually tell Sam, hey, don't let Doris know what we're doing. But I'm writing this in email, and remember the rules about email, either everybody will see it or nobody will see it, and it's going to be the opposite of what you want. I don't think Doris would be very happy to see this email, and I shouldn't write it like this if I don't want her to see it. So I should have just reworded this email entirely, or even better, just had a phone call with Sam, or walk into his office if I can. This particular topic is sensitive enough, it's risky enough that it should not be handled by email. So that's it, and round 2. This is the challenge round for Fix This Email. I hope you found it useful, and hope you see me next time. Bye-bye.